Hello, my friend. Are you holding yourself back? Well, if you're anything like me, it's a good chance you probably are. I stumbled upon a mind-blowing quote. I'm a big sucker for quotes that are like, boom, really powerful. Once you read them, it's like, changes your perspective of the world. That quote was, all of your doubts are obstacles inhibiting your entry into the world of your dreams, your extraordinary life. Wow, I absolutely love that one. And it got me thinking, got me reflecting a little bit. And if you're a follower of my videos, or if you've seen videos in the past, maybe a couple weeks or months ago, you know that my setup has changed, and it's because I moved. I moved with my girlfriend to Brazil, and if we have spoken in the past 8-9 months, you probably figured out that this was on my dream list. This is something that I really wanted to have happen, and it's something that I meditated about and spent a great deal of time planning, and with the help of my lovely, beautiful girlfriend, we were able to make this happen. And I, like many people, have lots of self-doubts, lots of limiting beliefs, lots of things that try and catch myself from either being hurt or whatever the case may be, just to protect myself. But largely those excuses inhibit my path to creating the world, the life that I would like to create. And it just really hit me that I created exactly what I wanted. I attracted exactly, the kind of lifestyle and the life that I wanted. And of course, it wasn't overnight. It had taken days, months, but little by little, I like to say inch by inch, everything is a cinch. And of course, the move to Brazil, I was in New York just a few weeks ago. The move to Brazil was not an easy one, particularly in the beginning. But after a few things, after the initial momentum, it became easy. Everything just seemed to fall into place. I was reading a book where, you're just gonna have to let go and allow. Some people say let go, let God, whatever you believe in, just allowing things to happen and really believing in the process, trusting the process, because, again, I use myself as an example. When times are uncertain, when you don't know exactly what's going to happen, how everything's going to be, I like to plan everything, I like to have a guiding plan, of how things are going to be. I don't have to plan everything out minute by minute, although I used to. But when you trust in the process and, give up your responsibility of having the ego control over everything, which I used to love to do, and I still kind of do. When you give up that kind of control, it's amazing how things really just fall into place perfectly, in their own specific way. And, if you live long enough, you start to figure that out for yourself. And, the sad part is if you still figure it out and you still kind of have to control, or still try to control, it can be a really tough time for you. Life can be very difficult, especially when we try and control other people. We barely, if you look at it, we can barely control ourselves. It's like, who's having the control? Because we always tell ourselves, oh, I got to work out. Oh, I got to eat healthier, eat these salads. And I've got to, do all these different chores, tasks. And then, maybe the end of the day comes and you've hit, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It's like, who's really in control here? Who's making the decisions here? If you feel like you're holding yourself back, it's probably true. I feel like I'm holding myself back all the time in many different ways. My advice is just to be kind to yourself and write this quote down somewhere where you can see it every day as a suggestion. Write it down on your fridge or in a notebook and leave it open. Somewhere where you can kind of see it repetitively. That is, all of your doubts are obstacles inhibiting you from your entry into the world of your dreams, your extraordinary life. Your doubts, your excuses are holding you back from feeling the pain and the discomfort of uncertainty, of potentially failing or not feeling like you're good enough. But my concession to you is that if you fail, you're just producing a result. You can always change your approach and then try again. But it's the mind. It's not your mind, it's the mind. And our mind is designed to keep us safe and keep us surviving and secure. But if we continue to change our approach, try a different way, we will find the strategy that works for us in our situation. I have been very lucky on my journey this year because For me, to make this move to Brazil with my wonderful girlfriend has been very difficult because of, the current situation in the world right now with the coronavirus. And with our own specific situations, my girlfriend and I, living in different countries and having to FaceTime every night has been super difficult. But we've always had this belief, and we've always had trust in each other and this kind of confidence within each other to be able to make this happen. I'm simply saying to you, if we can make this happen during these difficult, uncertain times and have the kind of success that we've had, just little by little, just taking every day at a time. The Tao Te Ching, the great book that I'm reading right now, is saying, that the Tao accomplishes great things by thinking small, which is such a paradoxical way of thinking. If your approach, let's take losing weight, for example. It's a very easy example that I can use. If you want to lose 30 pounds, and your approach is, I've got to lose 30 pounds, all 30 pounds in 30 days or 2 months, whatever your goal is in mind, that's a gut load. That's a lot to do. You can't do that consistently. Number one, you can't do that consistently. That's hard to do, and it's a radical change in your health. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you're really going to rock the boat. But if your approach is take the goal out of it, and just your approach is, I'm going to have a salad every day for lunch, and I'm going to have only 1 soda per day. I was having 2, I'm going to only have 1 right now. And you just take that little bit approach. That's a manageable thing. If you believe that you can do that very easily without much resistance, I think that is really in accordance with what the Tao's advice is. Just a little by little, inch by cinch, inch by inch, everything is a cinch. Remember that your doubts, your excuses, they might be true. You could say, yeah, they're true. That's all true. But don't believe them. Or say thank you for the advice and then go try it anyway. Go do it anyways. Remember, the world of your dreams is on the other side of your excuses and your doubts. And your excuses and your doubts will always seem justified to you. That's why they're holding you back. It's not the things that you don't know. It's the things that you think you know for sure that are holding you back. Take care, my friend. We'll see you in the next one.